Hey everybody, my name is Darren Waskenell. I am a amateur home brewer. This is my first brew. Love Belgian beer, love Belgian doubles and quads, and I'm super excited to give one a try today. Got the very experienced Raphael with me.
Hello, my name is Raphael. I've been brewing for 10 years. We just met on our Facebook page. We live very close, so we're going to start to make this video for you guys. Talking about recipes, talking about profiles, tasting beers. It's going to be a very good channel to follow. Today we're going to do a double, as Darren mentioned. We can show you quickly what the recipe we're going to go for. We're going to try the Grimbergen Dubbel. It's 6.8. It's very simple grain bill. Basically, it's base amounts. You have 5.6 kilos. I'll jump the cane syrup to talk about a little bit later, and then you have a bit of Munich. It gives a bit of body to the beer, a bit of biscuit, just to give a bit more depth in the flavor, as well as the special beer. But the main trick for this kind of beers is the cane syrup. Cane syrup is what's gonna give the color for the beer, and also all those flavors you look in the double, like dates, raisins, all this kind of dry fruits. So that's it. And also we're gonna use just a little bit of hops. Just the beer not to be too sweet. It's only 30 grams comparing to these crazy IPAs these days. It's almost nothing. We only want 19 IBUs, so the IBUs can go from, let's just have a quick look. It goes from 15 to 25. We're just shooting right in the middle, 19 IBUs. We have a little bit of salt in the water. We're not gonna go talk too much about the water today. We may do a video in the future talking about the water. We use RO water, which is just the water without any salts. There's a membrane in the filter that takes all the water salts off, and then we just put back in whatever we want. I'll just skip that for today, guys. And another thing really important for Belgian beers is the yeast. We're gonna be using the White Labs WLP 500. Is a Trappist ale. You help give the flavor we want in a Belgian beer. All those esters in a Belgian beer, really important as well. So here we go. Strike water. It's going to be 72 degrees. As soon as we mash in, the grains are a little bit cold, so the temperature will drop to 66. We're not going to go through all those 55 degrees, 62, 69. We're going to go just simple mash. 66 is like right in the middle, two enzymes working. We can make another video in the future as well, talking about enzymes and these kind of things. But 66, you have beta enzyme and alpha enzyme are working, so you're gonna have a bit of sugar left over in the beer because you're doing a bit of sweetness in a nice double, and you don't want too thin. So yeah, 66 degrees. We're gonna start with 17. We might use a little bit more water because we're using the Brew. It does have a little bit of false bottom, so we might need an extra couple liters. And I think that's it.
How about fermentation?
Fermentation, yeah. So fermentation we might need to change as well. Here we say 18, sorry. But that's another trick on Belgian beers. They normally like a little bit more warm temperature to the yeast kind of have a bit of stress and produces these esters, but you don't want these at the very beginning. So the very beginning of the fermentation, you want nice and 18 degrees, nice and cold, and then we just ramp it up. So after 3 days, we can just increase the temperature, and we'll go like to 21 or 22.
So roughly 14-day fermentation as well?
Yeah, I think we can try this today and see how the beer turns out, and might change in next time, but that's what we're gonna do for today.
And carbonation around 2.4.
Carbonation, yeah, I'm not sure what we're doing. Are we putting bottles or we?
Bottles.
Bottles.
Yeah.
Yeah. So bottles, we're gonna shoot around 2.4 CO2, which is probably around 6 grams of sugar per liter. But that's something that we're gonna figure out, and then we tell you at the end of this video or when we be bottling. And that's it.
And equipment, just quickly, the equipment that we're using, the Brew.
Yeah, so the Brew is a very nice single vessel equipment. In Australia, it's been using a lot. I think they sold so many equipment this year. I have one. I have the generation number 2. Darren just got his brand new one. What generation?
3.1, I think it is.
3.1, yeah. So they have, compared to my one, which is number 2, you can, comparing to the one I have, number 2, here you have a bit more features on the screen. You can program a little bit more. I don't think I can program on mine, but we can do another video as well showing the equipment.
Sure, and the FermZilla for the fermentation.
Yes.
Cool, let's get going.
Let's get machine.
Okay, so we're just going to mash in now. Pre-bought the grains. I took the grain bill down to the shop, and they've milled them up. I'll just show the close-up of the grain. Not sure if we can get it here.
You don't want it too fine. You just want to crack them open. If it gets too fine like a flour, you're gonna get a stuck mash. So you want the husks to be intact because they're gonna help to filter.
Cool, there we go. Another is just. So we're going to add a little bit and stir, right?
Yeah,
and make sure. Yeah.
So after you can cut these bits, right? You don't need all these.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So then we'll need a little bit of editing.
Yeah.
In the edge.
Yeah. We can minimise it.
Yeah, minimise.
Yeah. Bit, no?
Okay, so I start with 20 liter. I put 10 aside. I might add another liter.
So we're just about to finish the boil. Just done about 15 minutes to go, 15-20 minutes to go to finish the boil. Just doing a bit of sanitisation. We've sanitised all the parts of the FermZilla using just standard Star San. Now I'm going to sanitise the inside of the FermZilla. So I'm going to throw some in the middle and throw that around a little with the inside of it sanitised. So we'll do that. Give it a bit of a shake. Make sure that is open. Okay. That's all nice and sanitised, and we're ready to ferment.
Alright, so we are 10 minutes to finish the boil. We're gonna use one Brew tablet today. And like I said before, that's probably the main ingredient for Belgian beer, for our Belgian Dubbel, the candy syrup. I'm just dumping it in, no secret. There you go.
You stirring that or just letting that go?
I'll just try to give a bit of stir because, like I said, it might stick to the bottom and it might burn. Yeah, just give it a quick stir. And that's it. Try to get as much as you can because that is very important. Lovely. All done. And then we finish the boil. We're going to start to sanitize all the equipment as well. And we're going to start to chill.
Okay, so I have I've moved the beer across from the BrewZilla into the FermZilla. We used the chiller until we got down to about 40 degrees, and then we used the pump to pump it into the FermZilla. That door is closing. So we're sitting there now at about 27 degrees. Gonna go down to 18 degrees and then pitch the yeast at 18 degrees. The airlock and everything else is sanitized, ready to go. Looks like a good color. The gravity finished at, let me just show you that. We see that on there at about 1060. So a little bit higher than what we initially planned for. But now we have the Inkbird system, the heating and cooling system. I don't have the heater hooked up, just waiting for that to drop down to 18 before I pitch yeast. And then now the cleanup begins. So it is Tuesday now. We brewed this on Thursday, pitched the first bit of yeast that night, and then pitched the same yeast, because I think we were a little short the following day. It took a couple of days to kick off, and now it's starting to clear a little bit. You can see a whole bunch of yeast kind of floating around here. Definitely reactive at the moment. This is kind of going off quite regularly. But yeah, it's certainly starting to clear out a little. Hey guys, so you've just seen the brew day. We're just about to do a tasting of the double. The fermentation profile, so pitched yeast at about 18 degrees, let it raise to about 23, fermented for about a week, and then let it cold crash for about a week afterwards. About 5.5 grams of sugar for the bottling, and that works out to be about 2.4 to 2.6.
Yeah, it's about that, yeah.
So I think all that's left to do is to give it a taste.
Let's give it a try and see how it turns out.
Fingers crossed. First brew. Looks good.
It looks very good, yeah.
We've got a few more brews on the way over the next couple of weeks.
So here we go. Perfect.
Cheers.
Cheers. Okay, so let's just... Yeah, well, looking at the beer, it looks like it could be slightly more sugar. So you have
So a little clearer than what you'd expect?
Yeah, well, it could have a little bit bigger head. Let's see. It's a little bit cold now, but it does have a nice malty flavor.
Definitely getting malty, yeah.
The best to say is there's no off flavor, so that's a good thing. That's good. You can get some fruit flavors.
I get a little bit of like dark stone fruit.
Yeah, like I said, it might be a little bit cold. Maybe as it warms up, you might get some more fruits or.
It smells to me like a double. Like I think it's I don't get as many aromas and I guess esters from it.
Yeah, but it's very nice. Well done. That's his first brew. Is that your first brew? Yeah. First brew, Darren, is a Dubbel. I think it could have a better lace for a Belgian. I'm not sure what we can do about it. Maybe.
When you say lace?
Lace is like when you see.
The residue almost.
The residue of the head. You know.
Yep.
Every sip you do, you still have a little bit on the side of the glass. See the head doesn't last very long. Something to improve.
Carbonation is
carbonation. I'm not sure if the carbonation, maybe the recipe or a bit more. I don't know, some oats or some wheat would help. But it's a very good beer. It smells fantastic. I get some dark fruits, some esters, not as much as you expect in a Belgian Dubbel.
Yeah, it's definitely like an esters, but I think it starts sweet and then it finishes kind of dry, I guess.
But the alcohol is well hidden. You can't get any alcohol. How much is that one about?
It's about somewhere between 6.5 and 7. I think it's 6.7 is what the recipe said.
Oh yeah, it's very easy to drink.
Really too easy to drink.
No flavors. Dark, malty, estery. So that's pretty much what you want from a Dubbel. Well done. I think it's very nice.
Cheers.
Cheers. So like he said, we have a couple more beers coming this year. We have the competition this year as well, so we might try to brew some beers for the competition and keep posting the recipes, I believe. At the moment we're brewing a New England IPA.
New England IPA?
He's brewing a New England IPA. We didn't have a chance to record today. It was a little bit hectic, last minute brew, but we might come with the tasting, and if the beer turns out nice, we can just post the recipe.
Sure.
The brew day was just simple, mashing, boiling, and then we added hops, just any traditional brew, right?
Yep.
And then we do a tasting. If the beer is nice, we just...
If it's not, we won't.
And then otherwise we share the recipe. But for this one, it's very nice. Give it a go. I think my tip for this beer is use canned sugar, and everything else will be fine. Even if you don't have the liquid yeast, try with a nice dry yeast, and I think it won't be very different. It might have a few differences, but so cheers.
Cheers.
Follow us. We're gonna brew. We're gonna share. We're gonna drink some beers and share with you guys. And that's it.
See you later.